Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, we're going to talk about how LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers barely beat the lowly Brooklyn Nets, who are literally one of the worst teams in the league, by 1 point last night. And how LeBron James once again goes out there and gets carried by his teammates, carried by Austin Reeves, career high, I believe 38 points last night Austin Reeves had. Anthony Davis sat out, and the Lakers barely beat the Nets. Barely beat the Nets, man. I tell you guys, without Anthony Davis, the Lakers aren't that good. They're not good. So once again, LeBron James out there stat padding, doing nothing, putting up some points, but getting carried by his team, not doing anything on the defensive end. We're going to talk about in this video, guys. Struggling against the Brooklyn Nets, guys. Barely beating the Brooklyn Nets by 1 point, guys. The Brooklyn Nets, who just got beat by damn near 60 points the other night. By the way, the LA Clippers, I believe. So it's an absolute joke, man. They barely beat the Nets. We're going to talk about this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world. Everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. I want to send a special thanks out to everybody that came through the live stream last night. Thank you very much. Anyone that's donated to the live stream, man, you guys commented, everyone coming through, like I said, and supporting me and rolling with me. Thank you to everyone that came out last night, guys. It was a great live stream last night, great interaction. So thanks to all you guys out there, the true basketball fans, man. It's truly, truly humbling. Thank you. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and how they barely beat the lowly Brooklyn Nets last night. So if you guys don't know, the Lakers played the Brooklyn Nets last night and they beat them, I believe it was 102 to 101. And if you look at the box score, once again, you look at the stats, you might think that LeBron James had a quality game or a decent game. He was out there doing his thing, right? But in reality, what are we talking about? The same thing that we were talking about on the live stream last night. That LeBron James not the second best player in the league. He's not the best player in the Lakers. And that the Lakers are winning games despite LeBron James, despite him. And what did we talk about? We highlighted the plus minus of LeBron James. And, you know, a lot of you guys were saying that the plus minus for LeBron James this year is like negative 140 or, you know, whatever it is. And what is that showing? It's highlighting that LeBron James, even though he's averaging, you know, whatever he's averaging, you know, 23 points and, you know, eight rebounds or 8 assists, whatever he's averaging on the season, these numbers are having no impact on the Lakers' wins this season. So they're winning despite LeBron James going out there goofing the game up. And last night was more of the same. You could barely beat the Brooklyn Nets. And once again, I told you guys, without Anthony Davis, the Lakers are not a good team. Without Anthony Davis there, the Lakers are not a good team. Even with Anthony Davis, they're not a solid team or consistent team, a great team, a good team. They're mediocre. But without Anthony Davis, they're bad. They're a bad team. You barely scrape by and beat the Brooklyn Nets. When you guys have all the players, all the talent over the Brooklyn Nets have been dealing with injuries, all kinds of inconsistency that season. And you barely beat them by 1 point. Like I said, they just got beat the other night by like 50, 60 points. It was ridiculous. I think they scored 69 points the other night. That's insane, man. In this era, you didn't even break 70 points. So, once again, the Lakers play nobody. They beat no one. You beat the Brooklyn Nets. So this goes to what we're talking about. So now the Lakers are, what are they, 22 and 17 on the season, or 22 and 18, whatever they are on the season. I believe they're still in the 6th seed so far this season in the standings. And it's more the same. You played no one and you beat nobody. So another win for the Lakers, but another win against a team that's terrible. One of the worst teams in the NBA. And last night, LeBron James was negative 11 on the court, guys. Negative 11. But let's take it a step further. The negative 11 that LeBron James was last night was the worst plus minus on both teams, guys. On both teams. The worst plus minus of anyone that played last night was LeBron James, guys. Do you realize that? Go check it out. The worst plus minus on his team and the worst plus minus of anybody on the Brooklyn Nets, including D'Angelo Russell, who I believe was a +3 last night. LeBron James is negative 11. Every of the other starters, every single one of the other starters, guys, was a plus. But LeBron James was not. And you have LeBron James out there all these minutes. He's not doing anything for your team. This is what we talked about last night also with J.J. Redick. You still have LeBron James out there playing all these minutes. It's not helping your team. The Lakers should have beat the Brooklyn Nets handedly last night. Handedly. They should have beat them by at least 10, 15 points, man. They're clearly the better team. They clearly have more talent. They've been more consistent this season, which is not saying much against the Brooklyn Nets. They should have beat the Nets handedly, but they did not. Anthony Davis wasn't there. The Lakers don't play that kind of defense like that. Their team is not built like that. Austin Reeves has to have a career game. Literally hit a career high last night, 38 points. So the Lakers needed Austin Reeves' career high 38 points to carry LeBron James and the Lakers over the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets? Can you guys name me 3-4 players on the Brooklyn Nets? Besides D'Angelo Russell, Nick Claxton, Cam Thomas? I mean, what are we doing here? They don't have anybody on the court. These guys are in and out of the lineup all season long. They're not a good team. And the Lakers needed a career high from Austin Reeves to beat that team. Think about that. They needed a career high from Austin Reeves to carry LeBron James. This is what it takes now to carry LeBron James to victories. I told you, LeBron James is so mediocre out there. He's so bad out there that Anthony Davis, they can't even carry LeBron James like that sometimes. Some games, they can't even carry this guy. They're getting blown out regardless. Because the man's not rebounding. He's not playing any defense. He's not hustling on the court. So it's not just necessarily about your defensive effort. You're not even hustling on the court. You're not diving on the floor for loose balls. You're not doing everything you could. You're not making rotations. You're not playing help defense. And, the LeBron James fans will point out a certain scenario here or a certain instance there that LeBron James played defense or LeBron James hustled. Once again, LeBron James picks and chooses when to do these things. That's not consistency, guys. And that's what we're alluding to. LeBron James is not consistently doing this stuff. So yeah, every once in a while, he'll exert himself. He'll, show some energy, try to do a chase down block on somebody who's 6'4". Yes, he'll do that every once in a while, but it's not consistent. How often is LeBron James standing around on defense? He's doing that more often than he is chasing down guys or diving on the floor or hustling. More often than not, LeBron James is standing there on the court, hands on hips, blowing on his hands, wiping his hands on his chest, not playing a lick of defense, not even being aware on the defensive end, not having his head in a swivel, not seeing the ball on his man. None of this stuff. And then LeBron James, man, will score. He'll get an offensive rebound like I talked about to you guys the other night. And then LeBron James will look at his teammates and blame his teammates. Even though he made no rotation, he wasn't playing any help defense, he didn't box anybody out, none of this stuff. He'll just blame his teammates. And it's more the same throughout this entire season. That's why the Lakers are where they are. That's why they have a negative differential in the season. That's why they can't win on the road consistently. And the wins that they've had, like I told you, I think they have maybe 1 or 2 quality wins that you could turn around and say, oh, they beat this team. But to me, some of those quality wins, quote-unquote quality wins, came against teams that were missing their players. So when you think about the Lakers season, they haven't beaten anyone, and they haven't been consistent. The Lakers' schedule has been very favorable for them this season. So far in the first half of the season, right? But yet still they're in the 6th place. You're in the 6th seed. Even though you have LeBron James, who's the 2nd best player in the NBA right now, according to Candace Jet Smith, we talked about that. You're struggling to get wins because LeBron James ain't doing a damn thing out there. So the numbers he put up last night, once again, are not impacting the wins. Austin Reeves had to carry LeBron James, put up a career-high 38 points, and lead the Lakers to a victory in the second half, in the 4th quarter. So people might turn around and say, oh, LeBron James scored, whatever he scored, I think he scored 10 points in the 4th quarter, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe Austin Reeves scored 15 points in the 4th quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So people might look at the numbers and be, oh, LeBron James was out there, helping and doing his thing in the 4th quarter. But LeBron James was a -8 in the 4th quarter, guys, a -8. Negative. He was negative in the game. -11 on the entire game. -11, guys. So once again, Austin Reeves wasn't negative. Or Hashimura. None of the other starters were negative. It was only LeBron James, guys. He had the worst plus minus on either team. On either team. Not just on the Lakers. The worst plus minus in the game, guys. So this highlight, once again, LeBron James' stats are hollow. They're fraudulent. They're empty. They're not contributing to wins. I've told you guys, there have been many players in NBA's history that have been able to impact the games, the wins, without necessarily impacting a box score. The box score does not always give you an indicator of the impact of a player. It doesn't always do that. So when you look at the points, rebounds, and assists, it doesn't always show you the facts. Because once again, LeBron James might be putting up a certain amount of points, but he's giving up points. You're not playing defense. So you're just trading baskets. You're not hustling back. Teams are getting layups. They're getting transition baskets. These are things that we're alluding to. LeBron James not rebounding the basketball, not being a consistent leader out there on the court. You're not helping your teammates. These are things that we're alluding to, guys, out there on the basketball court that LeBron James is not doing. You're not doing these things. LeBron James last night, once again, we talk about this stuff. The negative plus minus, right? We talked about this. What is that showing? That LeBron James is not really having that impact. He's not galvanizing the team around him and leading them. They're the ones leading LeBron James. Those are the facts right now. Austin Reeves and the other guys, they're picking up the slack for LeBron James. And what happened again last night? LeBron James again leading the team in turnovers. 5 turnovers last night for LeBron James. And it's more the same. He's averaging about 4 turnovers a game this season, leading his team in turnovers. And this is what we're alluding to. So LeBron James goes out there. He'll shot jack all game long. He won't play a lick of defense. And on top of that, you turn the ball over 5 times. 5 times. This LeBron James, guys, the man's in year 22, and he still manages to average damn near 4 turnovers a game. Nothing has improved for LeBron James. There's never been one season of his career that he's averaged under 3 turnovers. Not even in Miami, when they were trying to take the ball out of his hands more often and actually run an actual system. He was still averaging 3 turnovers a game. It never changed. And this season, he was averaging 4 turnovers a game at one point. I believe now he's averaging like 3.7 or 3.8, whatever it is. He had 5 turnovers last night, though. Again, leading the team in turnovers. It's more the same for LeBron James. The Lakers got more free throws than the Brooklyn Nets. Not by a wide margin. I believe it was 18-13, but it's still an advantage nonetheless. The fouls called against the Lakers are not as many as the fouls called against the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers never get as many fouls called against them, but yet still the Lakers are fighting for a play-in every season. LeBron James getting all these advantages. He can travel with the ball. He can carry the ball. He can, use his off arm and lower his shoulder in the plays all game long. He can do all of these things, but the other players can't use their physicality against LeBron James. Anytime LeBron James gets grazed, anytime someone uses physicality against LeBron James, he goes flying into the stand. He goes flopping backwards. He starts going all crazy and carrying on, right? This is LeBron James. This is why we don't respect him. He's corny as hell. How can you constantly lower your shoulder, bang into guys all day long, use your off arm, use your arm to wrap around guys? All this physicality you can do. Elbow guys, push guys around for, down low. All game long, you can do no fouls are called against LeBron James, but as soon as someone plays defense against LeBron James, this man throws himself into the stands, knocking over drinks, knocking over popcorn, falling on people's laps. It's embarrassing, man. No one respects that stuff. You're a clown for that. And this is LeBron James in this era, man. This is what he does. No one respects this nonsense. Out there with 5 turnovers again, guys. Not playing any defense. And like I said, you beat the Brooklyn Nets by 1 point, man. By 1 point. Showing in the highlight what I told you guys. Without Anthony Davis on the court, the Lakers ain't going a damn place. A damn place. You could barely beat the Brooklyn Nets, but you have LeBron James, the second best player in the NBA, according to Kenny J. Smith. According to ESPN, he's a top 10 player. Anthony Davis is not. So they don't need Anthony Davis, apparently, according to ESPN. All they need is LeBron James out there. But LeBron James ain't doing it. Without Austin Reeves doing what he did, the Lakers lose handedly to the Brooklyn Nets. They needed Austin Reeves' career night to beat the Brooklyn Nets, guys. Think about that as Los Angeles Lakers fans. Just fans of basketball. Just think about what I'm saying here. But we're supposed to respect LeBron James. He's the second best player in the NBA. He's the guy leading the Lakers. He's not leading the Lakers anywhere. He's getting carried out there by his teammates. But they keep telling us, oh, does LeBron James have enough left in the tank to carry the Lakers on another postseason run? What? He hasn't carried the Lakers in a damn place ever. It's always been Anthony Davis. He's always been the guy carrying the Lakers. He's always been the best player since he's been on the Lakers. I've told you this. He's been the best player on the team. His durability has been a question. His health has been a question. But when he's on the court, he's clearly the best player in the Lakers, easily. He's one of the best players in the league. That's not LeBron James. And once again, it was proved last night. Without Anthony Davis, they struggled to beat the lonely Nets. LeBron James goes out there, 5 turnovers. What do you have, 25 points or whatever it was? Austin Reeves went out there and balled out. LeBron James not doing anything on the glass, once again, not rebounding, not hustling and playing defense out there, and they scrape by. J.J. Redick again having LeBron James out there all these minutes so he can have 5 turnovers. He can have a negative 11. Negative 11. Remember, the worst plus minus, guys, on the court. On the court, not on the Lakers, on both teams. The worst plus minus, guys. This is what we're talking about. So that just goes more to LeBron James on the season. So that adds to his negative 140, whatever. So now he's like 100 and negative 151 or something like that, a negative 152, whatever he is. By far and away the worst plus minus on the team, but he's the best player in the team. He's the guy that J.J. Redick was hustling out there. He's the only guy out there hustling. That guy? What game are you watching? Because it's the games that I've seen, the film that I've seen with LeBron James, he ain't hustling. He ain't giving the effort. He's out there shot jacking and not playing a lick of defense, guys. Being a terrible teammate, not being a true competitor, and just doing a lot of talking. A lot of talking in the media, a lot of talking in the post game, blah, 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 man. These are supposed to be the team. This is supposed to be the team inspiring the people of LA that are going through a tragedy right now. Right? We talked about this. They're supposed to be inspiring the LA people out there, the people of California, the basketball fans. We're supposed to be appreciating this stuff. This is why the league is terrible, guys. This is why the league's going downhill. Because of someone like LeBron James and the way they promote LeBron James as one of the top players in the league, as the best player in the Lakers. So think about it. If you're a Lakers fan, they're trying to tell you and sell you that LeBron James is your best player. Does anyone believe, any true Laker fan out there really believe that LeBron James is your best player? I've told you, most nights he's not even your second best player. Like we saw last night, Austin Reeves often nights is the team's best player. There were nights that D'Angelo Russell was the team's second best player. There were nights that Rui Hachimura was the team's second best player. But they keep promoting LeBron James as the second best player in the league. In the league. When he's not even the second best player on his team sometimes. It doesn't add up. They baby the Brooklyn Nets, guys. So look, once again, who have they beaten? Who have the Lakers played? Are you impressed with the schedule that they played this season? The games that they've won? Like I said, their record is what it is, despite LeBron James being a negative 150, despite all his turnovers, despite his shot jacking, despite his lack of defense, his lack of leadership, despite J.J. Redick playing him all these minutes every single damn night. The Lakers are still winning games because the other players around LeBron James are carrying him and are doing what they need to do. But oftentimes, they can't be consistent. So Anthony Davis will come back from the plantar fasciitis or whatever he's got going on, right? And then the game will be different. They won't know what to do. They'll be inconsistent. He'll maybe get 15 shots. Maybe they'll get 12 shots. LeBron James will take 21 shots. He'll take 18 shots. He'll stand around and not play any defense. So it forces, once again, Anthony Davis and everyone else to play help defense for LeBron James, to cover up for his lack of rotations, to cover up for his lack of foot speed, his lack of effort, his lack of hustle, his lack of want to. He doesn't want to play defense. He doesn't want to go out there for his teammates and be that leader, right? And go out there and lead them and be a true competitor and be a true sportsman. Now, he has no interest in any of these things. He just wants the money and the fame, man. That's all he wants to do is go out there, get some stats, have his fans talk about this, have the people in the media celebrate him for that. When in reality, the true fans understand and know you ain't doing a damn thing out there, man. And we don't respect you. This is why you'll never be in that greatest of all time conversation. This is why you'll never be in a top 10 list. You'll never be there, man. But the LeBron James fans, oh, LeBron James is easily top 5. He's easily top 3. No, he's not. Maybe compared to you guys, because you guys don't know the deal. You don't know the history of the game. You don't respect the history of the game. You think everybody in the past was plumbers and taxi cab drivers. These guys weren't playing against anybody. They had no skills, blah, 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 blah. You guys don't know the deal, man. You're not true fans of basketball. You're only fans of LeBron James, man. And that's a big difference between us, the real true basketball fans that hold these guys to it. I told you guys, if Michael Jordan, when he came back in 1995, and they played the Orlando Magic, and Michael Jordan wasn't great in that series, right? He goofed it up at the end of some of those games, Michael Jordan. He wasn't Michael Jordan-esque. Right? We were like, damn, what happened to Michael Jordan, man? He doesn't look right. Right? He was rusty. He just didn't look as crisp. Michael Jordan's always known for being crisp, right? The excellence on the court, the precision. He didn't have it out there. And what I tell you guys, if Michael Jordan would have walked off the court early, would have been a sore loser in that instance, right? Wouldn't have, really been that true competitor. I wouldn't have respected Michael Jordan for doing that because I would have held him to a high standard. I would be, yo, man, that's not what Michael Jordan should have been doing, man. That's not Michael Jordan. But he didn't do that because Michael Jordan would never do that. Because that's not who he was, who he is. He was a true competitor. So he stood on the court and he watched them carry Horace Grant all around the court on their shoulders. He watched them celebrate like they won the NBA Finals. He watched all of that. He took it all in because he was a true competitor. And what happened next season? There was a reckoning for everyone in the league, man, because of the way that they celebrated, for the way that people were talking about Michael Jordan. Oh, it's over. He'll never win another championship. He'll never be Michael Jordan again. This is what they were saying, guys, after the 95 playoffs. But Michael Jordan, the true competitor, went out there the next season and he proved all the people that were saying that he was done, that it was over, he'll never win again, you can't leave a sport for that long and then come back and dominate again. He proved all those people wrong, right? He proved and showed that he's a true competitor, that he's going to go out there and earn it and work and get back to being on top. And that's what he did. LeBron James could never sniff something like that. He don't get that. He's not that competitor like that. You guys know the deal, man. These are the facts. So remember, guys, the Lakers win last night against the lowly Brooklyn Nets by 1 point. LeBron James, worst plus minus on the team, 5 turnovers. Worst plus minus in the game, -11. So again, Austin Reeves carries LeBron James, his -11 plus minus, his 5 turnovers, his lack of hustle, his lack of defense. Austin Reeves and the rest of the Lakers cover up for LeBron James again, even though he's out there goofing the game up, and the Lakers beat the lowly Brooklyn Nets, who no one's impressed with. Another win that the Lakers get. That's not impressive. That highlights that the Lakers are not a quality team this year. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.